Good morning, everyone. Oh, come on, you can do better than that. Good morning. Excellent. I'm Mari McInnes, and I am delighted to join Dean Cooley, Provost Strobel, and so many of my distinguished colleagues from across the university in welcoming you to Yale. Today, you begin your journey as a graduate student at the finest institution of learning in the world. Each of you took a different path to get here. You hail from every corner of the country and around the world. Your disciplines range from mathematics and microbiology to poetry and public health. Some of you came straight from earning your undergraduate degrees. Others have spent years in the workforce or the military. Some of you are here for several years to pursue a PhD, others for a year or two for a master's program, and some are here as visiting scholars for a few months. And yet, you're bound by something more powerful than a shared interest or a field of study, something that crosses every divide and transcends every difference. Curiosity. Each and every one of you is here because you got curious about something. A work of art, an unsolved question in physics, a mystery in human behavior. And once that curiosity was ignited, your appetite for exploration only grew. I know the feeling. I've been there. 36 years ago, a number I find hard to believe, I sat where you're sitting on my first day of graduate school at Yale. The year was 1989. The hairstyles were different. The fashion was too. Madonna topped the charts, and When Harry Met Sally ruled the box office. And the world outside buzzed with change as the Berlin Wall fell and the Cold War world order unraveled. Much like today, it was a time of both great possibility and deep uncertainty. And much like you, I had no idea where it would lead, nor did I know my place in it at all, or what to expect of the community I'd just joined. I had graduated from the University of Virginia and had never set foot on Yale's campus before. In fact, growing up in Knoxville, Tennessee, I had never met a soul who'd gone to an Ivy League school. So when I arrived in New Haven, I marveled at all Yale had to offer. Gorgeous architecture, world-class professors, and more pizza options than I thought possible. I had come here to study art history, but that was not the path I had imagined for myself when I first started college. As is often the case with pursuits of knowledge, mine was not a straight line. I had originally told my parents I was going to medical school, but I took courses in many subjects, and suddenly, instead of visualizing the molecules I was learning in organic chemistry, all I could dream about were museums and paintings. Funny how that works. But in truth, I might have gone through with my med school plan, even after taking organic chemistry and doing an internship, doing bench research at NIH, if not for the impact of a teacher. Most people can't pinpoint the exact moment that changed the trajectory of their life, but I can. It was a conversation I had with the late Professor Christopher Johns, where he urged me to follow my passion for art history that I had cultivated in his classes, rather than the safer, more well-trodden route I was contemplating. He was also the one who told me unequivocally that if I could get accepted to Yale's PhD program, I must attend. And the rest, they say, was history. Art history, I mean. It didn't take long for me to see why Professor Johns was so adamant about my coming here. At most universities, I would have taught the history of art with slides on a screen. But here, each week, I taught in front of the finest university art collection in the United States and learned from the finest scholars in the field. I studied with Jules Prown, taught classes with Vincent Scully, and crawled through the attics of New England's oldest buildings with Abbott Lowell Cummings. This place became a playground for my curiosity, a space to question, explore, and follow new ideas wherever they led. All these years later, it's clear that Yale's impact on my life has been immeasurable, as I know it will be on yours. Because however long you're here for, whatever degree you earn, you will forever be a part of this extraordinary community, a community of curiosity, exploration, and knowledge creation. And I'm not just talking about those within your field of study. Your education here will be shaped by the people you meet, people from all walks of life and schools of thought. It will be shaped by the exchange of new ideas, by the embrace of new experiences, by the community you build and the curiosity it inspires. So yes, I know firsthand that Yale will change you, but it's your impact on Yale and the world beyond that I want to talk about today. As I'm sure you've heard, universities are grappling with a swirl of questions about our purpose and place in the world. Trust in institutions is waning, and for many Americans, the shine of higher education has grown dim. Of course, even without these pressures, it's never been easy being a graduate student. And yet I believe your decision to continue your education is more important now than ever, because what you do here, what you write, research, discover, and create will be the answer to some of humanity's most pressing questions. And that's not just my prediction, it's also part of our national identity. After World War II, governments and universities around the world began partnerships that have led to decades of progress. And I'd venture to say that most people don't get through a single day, maybe not even a single hour, without encountering or benefiting from the contributions of higher education. Take a routine task, like going to a doctor's appointment. The search engine you use to find the doctor, developed at a university. The internet you used to book the appointment, university. The GPS that guided you there, the seatbelt you buckled on the way, the FM radio blasting through your speakers, all rooted in university research that was supported by graduate students like you. The x-ray you got at the clinic, or maybe it was the MRI or a CT, doesn't matter. They all came from contributions made by universities. Even the touch screen you scroll late at night when maybe you should be asleep, and again in the morning when it's time to get out of bed, that too was born in a university lab. Of course, scientific discovery and technological innovation is just one part of higher education's legacy and impact on the world. Art that stimulates the mind and stirs the soul. Through theater that reflects the triumphs and trials of the human experience. through historical inquiry that illuminates our past and informs our future. These pursuits engage us in vital conversations about our society, our culture, and our place in the world. And they can be as powerful, influential, and enduring as any feat of engineering. That is the legacy you inherit today, and the one you will carry on during your time here at Yale and in the many years that follow. Don't forget it, even and especially when the outside world is debating or doubting the value of your work. Stay curious, stay committed, and remember that no matter the challenges ahead, higher education has always endured. Through war and pandemic, depression and revolution, technological change and cultural upheaval, across generations, we have continued to teach, learn, enlighten, and inspire. Thank you for joining that legacy today. Thank you for choosing to continue your pursuit of knowledge at Yale. I look forward to seeing all you discover. And on behalf of my colleagues, it gives me great pleasure to welcome you to Yale. Now I'm delighted to introduce Lynn Cooley, who is in her third term as Dean of the Graduate School of Arts and Sciences. Dean Cooley is the C.N.H. Long Professor of Genetics, Professor of Cell Biology, and of Molecular, Cellular, and Developmental Biology, and Vice Provost for Postdoctoral Affairs. From 2001 to 2014, she directed Yale's combined program in biological and biomedical sciences. She earned her BA from Connecticut College and her PhD from the University of Texas at Austin for dissertation research on tRNA transcription and processing conducted in the laboratory of Dieter Sohl at Yale. After postdoctoral training at the Carnegie Institute of Science, she joined the faculty of the genetics department at Yale School of Medicine. She has been recognized with a Pew Scholar Award from the Pew Charitable Trusts, and she is a member of the Connecticut Academy for Science and Engineering and a fellow of the American Association for the Advancement of Science. I ask that you now join me in welcoming Dean Cooley.
Good morning, everyone. I am not Mari McInnes, though. Thank you, President McInnes, for that very generous introduction. And good morning to my distinguished colleagues, but especially good morning to you, new master's degree, doctoral, and visiting students in the Graduate School of Arts and Sciences. I am delighted to welcome you as the newest members of our community. You were selected from over 22,000 applicants, the highest number of applicants we have ever had in the graduate school at Yale. You should be incredibly proud of all the hard work that brought you here today. You are here because our faculty recognized your intellectual curiosity and creativity, your academic drive and rigor, your passion for discovery, and your potential for leadership. You are here because we believe you can make valuable contributions to both Yale and the world, and because we know Yale can help you on your path to intellectual growth. We're delighted you have chosen to join us. Now, I know it can be overwhelming to start this new chapter of your life. You're in a new city, meeting lots of new people, and figuring out how to navigate the first steps of graduate school. Trust that you belong here. Trust that bringing your whole self will make you a better scholar. Trust that you will contribute positively to the people around you based on your experience and perspectives. Yale is fortunate to gather the best students from across the globe, which means you come from all walks of life, backgrounds, and identities. You represent 40 US states, in addition to Washington, D.C. and Puerto Rico, 68 countries, and 390 undergraduate institutions. And you're joining a graduate school community with some 3,000 graduate students and over 1,000 faculty. Get to know as many people as you can, starting with the people sitting around you. Not just the ones with whom you'll be interacting in your classes or in labs or in libraries. I encourage you to share your experiences and learn from theirs. Learn when to speak up and when to listen. To put yourself out there and start conversations with people you do not yet know. The education you receive here will take many forms, including everyday conversations with faculty, fellow students, and staff across the university. If you truly want to get the most out of your time at Yale, don't just fulfill the requirements for your degree, participate fully in all this institution has to offer. Today may feel like a culmination as much as it is a beginning. If you feel a bit unsure about what's to come, no, this is normal. I still remember my first day in graduate school, which felt utterly surreal. In fact, that feeling is really the perfect starting point for what you've come here to do. You will quickly get through this strange period of very intense transition to realize you can do this. You can learn, contribute, and thrive. As graduate students, know that you hold a special place in the university landscape at the intersection of all the research and teaching happening across our campus. You're not simply here to learn from faculty, but to learn with them. Your fresh insights, persistence, and curiosity are the catalysts to new ways of thinking and creating. Graduate education at Yale offers you the valuable privilege of time. Time to think broadly and deeply about the most difficult and complex problems. Whether you are a visiting student, a 1 or 2 year master's program, or in the longer PhD program, this period of focused study allows you to delve into subjects with an intensity and dedication that is rarely possible in other contexts. It is an opportunity to explore, to question, and to expand the boundaries of what we know. By coming to Yale, you have access to exceptional faculty, state-of-the-art facilities, and immense collections. Extract from this institution all that you can. Embrace this time with curiosity and determination, knowing it is a rare gift. However, grad school is not without its challenges. Your time here is very much about getting comfortable with uncertainty and dwelling at the edge of the unknown. You will find, if you haven't already, that the more you know, the more you realize you do not know. Each year, I like to offer incoming students a phrase from the Romantic poet John Keats, who understood the need for patience and tolerance in the face of ambiguity. Keats called this liminal state negative capability, or the capacity to thrive in the midst of uncertainty and doubt. It may sound like kind of an unpleasant state, but Keats and others after him understood negative capability as a positive prerequisite for discovery and creativity. One of our aims in the graduate school is to help you develop negative capability that you need to be comfortable when faced with uncertainty and mystery, to become the scholars and researchers you aspire to be, who can improve our understanding of the world. It won't be easy, and it really isn't meant to be. Some days things will not go as planned. I have learned this lesson over and over again, but I've also learned the most exciting days in my lab are when an unexpected result leads to a new area of study. You will move forward. Perhaps the most important thing you can do to thrive in graduate school is to develop a support network, starting today. With me today are university leaders, colleagues in the graduate school, and faculty who represent the scholars across our campus, all of whom are dedicated to your success. We wear robes today to honor your arrival, but we will be here every day in regular clothes to help you. Look for fellow students, faculty with whom you share interests, staff members who know how to navigate Yale's complexity, and even alumni in Yale's vast alumni network. Find the people you can go to with questions or interesting conversations. These connections will enhance your time at Yale and may last a lifetime. My former mentors, peers, and students are among my best friends and colleagues today. I hope that by the end of your time here, you deeply understand the value that graduate education offers to the world. If on the one hand, your journey at Yale is a privilege that provides you the time and resources to grow, to create knowledge, and chart your way to a rewarding career, it also bestows upon you a responsibility to share what you learn with the world. In our age of limited attention spans and the desire for fast facts, you can prove to the skeptics that critical thinking and meticulous research matter and can produce legitimate answers to challenging questions. You can use your education to think methodologically, develop cogent and persuasive arguments, and ultimately communicate your findings to society. Communication is the key in all of this. During graduate school, you will learn to speak in extremely technical terms to colleagues in your field. Jargon is useful here, as it allows those who understand the terminology of a particular field to communicate quickly and efficiently with precise language. However, remember to always understand your audience, to communicate effectively, more broadly than those in your field. Okay, let me give you an example of what I mean. I ask all of you who are able to just please stand up for a moment. Okay, now as President McInnes mentioned earlier, I'm a professor of genetics, cell biology, and molecular cellular developmental biology. My lab studies dynamic mRNA recoding by ribosomal stop codon read-through using the Drosophila model, in which hundreds of genes produce extended proteins in specific tissues, especially the brain. Our ultimate goal is to cure diseases caused by mutations that create stop codons. Okay, now sit down if you understood everything I just said about the science I do in my lab, and don't be embarrassed if you didn't. Go ahead, sit down. Okay, here's another way of putting it. My lab does research with fruit flies to better understand how ribosomes interpret start and stop signals encoded in mRNA so that proteins of the correct size are made, and how to restore normal proteins in diseases caused by premature stop codons. Was that any better? If you got that, sit down. Okay, don't worry. How about this? What if I said, my lab studies how to get cells in your body make proteins to help you grow and stay healthy? How about that? Yay, okay, please sit down. My point is that the true test of expertise in each field is not our ability to communicate with experts who understand what you're doing, but rather to explain to those who have no idea what you're doing what it is and why it's important. For me, my early challenge was explaining my graduate school research to my parents. You and those around you will be studying across 70 departments and programs in the sciences, engineering, social sciences, and humanities. Cultivate cross-disciplinary friendships and learn from your fellow students. Share with them your passion, whether it be in proteins or poetry, ecosystems or solar systems. Practice communicating your ideas to your faculty and mentors, but also to your friends and family. Write an op-ed for your hometown newspaper. Give a presentation about your work in a public library. You can even call your representative in Congress and advocate for the vital work being done in research universities. There are several student-led efforts like this underway, including a fantastic initiative called Scientist Network for Advancing Policy Coalition, or SNAP for short. And one of the leaders is Alex Rich, a PhD student in neuroscience here at Yale. So I urge you to be proactive, get involved in efforts like this, and build your communication skills. This will be one of the most important and valuable skills you can hone while you are here at Yale. As we close, I want to acknowledge that I've given you two rather contradictory mandates for your time in graduate school. On the one hand, you will need to embrace complexity and uncertainty in an effort to discover new knowledge that can improve our society for generations to come. This work can seem dense and complicated, mainly because it is. And yet, on the other hand, you will need to figure out how to effectively communicate what you discover to those around you, particularly to those who feel that your efforts are too cerebral or intellectual or purely unnecessary. That is the difficult assignment that we are all here to take on. Know that we were in this together, and I have full faith that by arriving here today, you are up to the challenge. We are eager to witness and celebrate all that you will accomplish and see you share your knowledge with the world. All right, so if being able to communicate to multiple audiences is important, you might also consider the many forms that communication may take. Sure, there are lectures, discussions, but every once in a while, you may be so overcome with passion about what you're doing that there is only one option: to sing. So, to show you what that might look like, I am pleased to welcome the Graduate School's own a cappella group, The Citations, to perform.
Way down in New Haven town lives Mr. Yale, old Eli Yale. No one ever dares to come around him just because of his pet bow wow. Woof! Poor old Harvard tries it once a year, always goes back, tied up in black, for when old Yale sticks that old bulldog on, he raises an awful row. You hear that? Bulldog, bulldog, bow, wow, wow, wow. Eli, Eli, yeah, doo-doo. Bulldog, bulldog, bow, wow, wow, wow. Our team never fail, Eli, yeah. When the sons of Eli break through the line, you know that that's the sign we hail to do.
Meow?
No! Bulldog, bulldog, bow, wow, wow, wow. Eli, Eli, yeah, Eli, yeah. Woof!
Thank you all for being here. We're so excited to sing for you, and thank you for the lovely introduction. As you heard, we are the Citations. We are Yale's only graduate and professional a cappella group here. And you just heard Bulldog, which is one of Yale's best-known fight songs. So we have 2 more songs for you today before you get to the rest of your orientation, but I'd like to say we have auditions next week. So if you're interested in singing with us, feel free to email us at theyaleCitations@gmail.com or DMing us on social media. We are The Yale Citations on Instagram, Facebook, etc. You also might see some flyers with some QR codes hanging around, so please audition. We'd love to hear you sing. I have this thing where I get older, but just never wiser. Midnights become my afternoons. When my depression works the graveyard shift all of the people I've ghosted stand there in the room. I should not be left to my own devices. They come with prices and vices. I end up in crisis. I wake up screaming from dreaming. One day I'll watch as you're leaving, 'cause you got tired of my scheming. For the last time, it's me. Hi, I'm the problem, it's me. At tea time, everybody agrees. I'll stare directly at the sun, but never in the mirror. It must be exhausting, always rooting for the anti-hero. Sometimes I feel like everybody is a sexy baby, and I'm a monster on the hill. Too big to hang out, slowly lurching toward your favorite city. Pierced through the heart, but never killed.
Did you hear my covert narcissism? My disguise is altruism, like some kind of congressman. I wake up screaming from dreaming. One day I'll watch as you're leaving, and life will lose all its meaning.
For the last time, it's me. Hi, I'm the problem, it's me. At tea time, everybody agrees. I'll stare directly at the sun, but never in the mirror. It must be exhausting, always rooting for the anti-hero. I have this dream my daughter-in-law kills me for the money. She thinks I left them in the will. The family gathers round and reads it, and then someone screams out, "She's laughing up at us from hell." It's me. Hi, I'm the problem, it's me. It's me. Hi, I'm the problem, it's me.
It's me, hi. Everybody agrees, everybody agrees. It's me, wah wah hi, wah wah, I'm the problem, it's me. At tea, time, everybody agrees. I'll stare directly at the sun, but never in the mirror. It must be exhausting, always rooting for the anti-heroes. Na 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 na. So she said, "What's the problem, baby? What's the problem? I don't know. Well, maybe I'm in love. Think about it every time I think about it. Can't stop thinking about it. How much longer will it take to cure this? Just to cure it, 'cause I can't ignore it. If it's love, makes me wanna turn around and face me, but I don't know nothing about love. No, come on, turn a little faster. Come on, and the world will follow after. Come on, 'cause everybody's after love. So I said I'm a snowball running running down into the spring that's coming. All this love melting under blue skies, belting out sunlight, shimmering love. Well, baby, I surrendered to the strawberry ice cream, never ever end to all this love. And I didn't mean to do it, but there's no escaping your love. No, these lines outlining mean we're never alone, never alone. No, no, come on, move a little closer. Come on, I wanna hear you whisper. Come on, 'cause I've been inside my love. We're accidentally in love. Accidentally in love. Accidentally in love. Accidentally in love. Accidentally, I'm in love, 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 I'm in love. Accidentally, I'm in love, 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 I'm in love. Accidentally, come on, spin a little tighter. Come on, and the world's a little brighter. Come on, just get yourself inside her love. I'm in love.
Come see us at the Activities Fair on Wednesday also.
Aren't they great? One more round of applause. Graduate students, today is the start of an exciting journey for you. Seize the opportunities to grow, to challenge yourself, and be sure to celebrate not only your own successes, but those of your colleagues and friends. Yale will have an impact on you, but you will also have an impact on this campus and after you graduate on all sectors of society. We welcome you to this community and we look forward to all that's in store for you. It now gives me great pleasure to welcome Yale University Chaplain Maytal Saltiel to conclude today's ceremony with a benediction. I ask that you rise during the benediction and then remain standing until the platform party recesses. Thank you.
Please join me in a moment of prayer or reflection. From all corners of the world we've gathered today, a resplendent tapestry of experience and wisdom, ready to embrace a new world together, a new year together as well, to build community and engage in self-discovery. Loving and Holy Spirit, called on by many names, hold us gently and protect us in times of heartbreak. May we be open to the light others bring to our lives, be present to one another's truths, even when they make us uncomfortable. May we allow ourselves to experience awe and surprise in wonder of your creation. Remind us to be humble before the vast knowledge of the universe, wisdom that is known, not yet known, and unknowable. In the labs and the library carols, the late nights and the earlier mornings, remind us why we are here and ground us in our thirst for comprehension and understanding. Help us remember that failure leads to innovation and creativity. Help us plant seeds that sprout joy and purpose. We come here today as the fruition of our ancestors' wildest dreams. May we live into being good ancestors ourselves. As inheritors of knowledge and traditions, may we work together towards building a better future for all in this precious global community. May we be a blessing. May we move with a heart towards justice, with a mind of curiosity, with arms open with compassion, with a soul of grace. As we embark on this journey today, may we grow from strength to strength with empathy, curiosity, and love, as we say, Amen.